Good evening and Fortune Rowan. The G are Owenbeg for this Derry Ladies Intermediate Football Championship decider between Owenroe of Coleraine and O'Donovan Rossa of Magherafelt. Live from Owenbeg as both teams make their way into the positions. Well, Owenbeg still in a little huddle down in front of us. A repeat of the 2018 Junior Football decider, which was won by Magherafelt with a late flourish that day. They came back to nip it in the end against Owenroe, and that saw them promoted to intermediate level. But Coleraine, they done the business last year at the Junior Championship, and they beat Coleraine in the final to make their way up to the intermediate grade. So their first year up here, and now they're back in an intermediate final, just like Magherafelt had done. Like Magherafelt had done when they won the junior. They come straight up and went into an intermediate final, but they lost out in that intermediate final. So they'll be hoping to go one better than they did in 2019, while Owenroe will be hoping that they can win the title at the first time of asking at intermediate level.
Let's see, I can send you a picture through of the
referee, Sean Curran, in the centre of the park, will run through the two teams and they get an opportunity, but Sean Curran is about to get this one underway.
Input mic is on input on both and audio on both. Is it maybe the wee disc?
The lights shining down here on Owenbeg. We had a cracking junior final last night, so we're hoping for much the same here in this intermediate final as Owenroe do battle against O'Donovan Rossa, and Sean Curran gets it underway, and it's Magherafelt looking to gain first possession, but it's Owenroe that gather it up. The midfielder loses possession.
It's better.
Coming forward here, tries to break away from the challenge, gives it inside. Chance here now for Kate Higgins, another of those underage stars coming up in this Magherafelt side. Lays it off then to Amy Magherafelt, spreads it over into the far corner. An opportunity for Magherafelt, but the challenge comes in and Owenroe turn that one over. Away over there through the midfielder, Cara McLaughlin, and they have possession back again at Magherafelt.
So the two wee switches should both be one at the top and one at the bottom. The two switches, one at the top and one at the bottom. Yeah, so where the audio is at, there's one.
Win the free out, turn that ball over in the early stages of this. Now it's the team captain, County Star, Colin Frizzell. Gets it long, so we'll take a bounce here, but very right there by Caitlin Bowling. Caitlin Bowling drives the centre with a good challenge coming in to Magherafelt, all the young, and turn it over and win a free. She plays it out to the far side, picked up now by Orla McAvoy. One of the Camogie stars of the last weekend. Next began at the intermediate level, but tonight it's all about the ladies football, and here come Magherafelt coming through the centre. Ball breaks out here, an opportunity here for Slevin. Effort comes in. Emily Brownhill, the Coleraine goalkeeper, and a run through the Coleraine team. Emily Brownhill in goals. The full back line of Hannah Eastwood, Amy Tweed and Brona McGonigal. Half back line of Circa Duggan, Anna Frizzell the team captain, and Bethany Duffy. Midfield pairing is Anna Morrison and Cara McLaughlin. Half forward line of Eve Lundy, Kate McIntyre and Shauna Doherty. Now in possession is Frizzell. Centre half back, and the team captain driving forward, looks for support, gets it into the corner, picked up there by the full forward Louise McIntyre, originally from the county of Tyrone. Lays it off, and an opportunity here now for the centre half forward Caitlin Boylan, but she loses possession and puts the boot in where the hands were down. Up now to Amy McGuckin, was in goals last weekend in the Camogie final. Switches it over to this side now and picked up by Sarah Hearn. Hearn inside to Kate Higgins. Higgins turns away from the challenge, plays it off, passing the ball through the hand Magherafelt playing in their usual red, of course, and Coleraine in the maroon and green. And here comes Jeanette Slevin again. Has started lively. Tried to pick out Sinead Comer there. Was in stunning form last weekend in that Camogie final as well. Scored 2 goals and 6 points. And interestingly, the team captain tonight. Good 7 days. But Coleraine are looking to spoil her party. And in possession now is the midfielder, Anna Morrison, daughter of one of the selectors, Anne Morrison, and the physio, Paddy. So it's a family affair. And indeed the manager, Marty McGonigal, his daughter, Brona, at number 4 for Own Row. But now in possession is Orla McAvoy. Picked up now by Ellie McGuckin, sister, of course, of Emmett. As the ball is out to her other sister. And that there is Amy McGuckin. And Amy opens the scoring with the point, the opening score, with just 4 minutes on the clock. Amy McGuckin opens the scoring for Magherafelt as they take the early advantage here. Conditions absolutely perfect. Owenbeg still looking in stunning fashion despite all the games on it. 2 on it already this afternoon, 2 hurling games. And now we've got this one. And of course, last night we had the junior final, won by Ballierne. Of course, Ballierne lost the junior final at the hands of Own Row last year. But now in possession is Kate Higgins, a wonderful footballer way over on the far side. She's had a year to remember for both Magherafelt already, and of course the County Minors winning the Ulster Silver title. As that's a free in, and it's going to be taken by Ellie McGuckin, who set up her sister Amy for the opening score. Plays it back now towards Breach Corrigan. She was the team captain back in 2018 when they won that junior title. But she tried to pick out Kate Higgins. Kate Higgins has time to pick it up, and Kate's going on a strong run through the centre, but a good hand in there. But that's a fancy little flick up there to the full forward Comer. Sinead Comer trying to get away from the challenge, but she's quickly blocked off. But she does get the effort away. That's a fine score. Under pressure, Sinead Comer with the score to extend the Magherafelt lead to 2 points to no score with 5.5 minutes on the clock. And do let us know wherever you're tuned our way, and we will try to give you a shout out on who you are supporting this evening here in Owenbeg. As the ball is out to Own Row, coming forward is Circa Duggan. Circa further out now to Nisha Kennedy. Kennedy coming forward, gives it back again to Duggan, driving forward here. Duggan's solo just didn't work out though, but she has time to go after it. Tries to go past the challenge, has to give it back out now to the centre half forward. Caitlin Boylan scored a goal in the semi-final victory over Limavady. That was a slow start for them. They find themselves 6 points down in that game, but they come back then to win it convincingly in the end. But they were slow off the mark. And they're trailing by 2 points in the early stages here, but they've an opportunity here now for Louise McIntyre. McIntyre onto the right foot, and she'd open their scoring. Louise McIntyre with Own Row's first point of the day to reduce the deficit to 2 points to 1. So the kick out from the goalkeeper, almost intercepted, but Magherafelt have possession back as they try to work their way out of defence here. Now with the midfielder, seen a lot of ball is Orla McAvoy, and she's back in possession again. Now she's going to drive this long, but waiting for this one is Cara McLaughlin, and she says thank you very much as she gathers possession, sidesteps the challenge then of Amy McGuckin and gives it into the centre to Anna Morrison. Morrison toe to hand going through the centre, under pressure there from Shannon McChrystal, but she gets away and gets the ball away there to Caitlin Boylan. Boylan though loses possession, but to help her out again is the wing half forward Nisha Kennedy. Kennedy has possession, but the referee going back for the little tug on the arm, and no advantage occurring for Own Row. So it's going to be a free in with the score at 2 points to 1 in favour of the Magherafelt girls. Not a good ball into McIntyre again, but she's blocked down. Scored a goal also in the semi-final, and she's trying to get her second point of the day here. Gives it inside now to the centre half forward again, Boylan. Boylan gets the effort away. That's a super point. Fine score just inside the post from Caitlin Boylan, and we're all square in Owenbeg. 2 points apiece. A lively start with 8 minutes on the clock. The sides are level. As the kick out comes to the Magherafelt wing half back here, Anya Young. Gives it off to the midfielder again, which of course is Orla McAvoy. Back out to this side again, looking for Young again. Anya Young sidesteps the challenge, gives it inside now to Breach Corrigan. Corrigan lets it long, but it's straight down the throat there of Sorka Duggan. Duggan has possession, tries to go between two Magherafelt girls, but under pressure, needs to get support. The support comes behind with Anna Fazell. Fazell gives it inside, but that could be given away, and she just got a hand with there, did Brona McGonigal, as Amy McGuckin tried to get in and steal that one. Instead it's Bethany Duffy from the county of Mayo, finds herself up in playing for Owen Row now, from the west of Ireland to the north coast, as the ball is into the corner, looking for the run there of Eve Lundy. Lundy inside, but that's good defending. There back was Niamh Tohal to get a strong hand and win it back from Magherafelt. As they come up the far wing, the terrace side here of Owenbeg. Away over on the far corner, the far wing, is Kate Higgins, gives it inside. And Magherafelt, the wing corner back going forward there, which is Aideen Smiley. Smiley coming forward. The referee has spotted 2 hops. Did Sean Curran. Bouncing it twice. Hello to Owen Higgins tuned in for this intermediate decider as the ball goes out over the far sideline. Over there is Eddie Nash, our linesperson on the far side. Linesperson on this side is Damien Harkin. And our fourth official is Tara McVeigh. So a sideline ball to the Magherafelt girls, the Rossa girls, just outside the 45-metre line. Looking for the runner, but it's given possession away and it's picked up there by Bethany Duffy. Gives it inside now to Anna Morrison. Morrison plays it forward again for the lively Caitlin Boylan. Boylan gathers possession, supporting the headband. She's got help with her if she needs it, but she's still going. Boylan still going across the field though, being tracked there by the Magherafelt girl, the midfielder tracking her, which was Breach Corrigan. But it's a good ball in, an opportunity maybe for Coleraine to get their noses in front. It took a deflection, it's out for a 45, half block down there. The effort coming in from Shauna Doherty. So it's a 45 to Owen Row as they try to get their noses in front for the first time in the game. Level pegging at 2 points apiece after Magherafelt had taken that 2 points advantage in the early stages. But Owen Row have pegged them back, and it's Caitlin Boylan, the centre half forward, that is coming forward to take this 45. And she has to place it on the ground, which she does after the whistle sounds from Sean Curran to inform her. So Caitlin with the 45, but it's straight to Breach Corrigan. Corrigan coming out of it, plays it off now to Niamh Tohal. Tohal coming across the field, under pressure though, but she did manage to get it away. And Magherafelt hold on to possession as they try to work their way out of defence through the midfielder, but it's good tackling there from Owen Row, and they've turned that one over. And it's good play from the midfielder. Cara McLaughlin gives it back out, and now coming through is Anna Fazell, driving from centre half back. Fazell still going through between two players, might have a go herself here. No, she lays it off to the far corner, and it's Louise McIntyre coming in. McIntyre gets the effort away, but it's going to drop short, and the hand comes in. Did it last deflect off the Magherafelt girl? No, it hasn't gone wide yet, it's still in play. Way down there, trying to cut in along the alley, gets the effort away, but it's across the front of the goal and out and wide. Did well to keep it in play though. Looked like it was the corner forward that had that effort over there, which was Aoife Berman, with the effort coming in across the front of the goal and out and wide of the target. As the effort comes out from the goalkeeper, but it's picked up again by Boylan. Boylan coming forward here, but that's blocked down, and going after this one is the full back, Niamh McGarry. McGarry gathers possession and drives out of the defence for the Magherafelt girls. Now to Kate Higgins, who will play from deep and run at the Coleraine side. And she's coming now, but coming up against Anna Fazell. Spreads the ball away over to the far side. That's a super pass from Higgins to pick out Jeanette Slevin Oh, but Slevin Solo just let her down at the wrong stage, but she's still trying to pick up the loose ball, but it's picked up there by Amy McGuckin. McGuckin tries to get her way out, but she can't find a way out. Oh, dummy Solo, she made herself a little bit of space. That would be a super point if it had went over, because she was really crowded out there. But your little dummy Solo bought her that little bit of space to get the effort away, but unfortunately for her, it went to the wrong side of the post and wide of the target. And I already see Owenbeg warming up a substitute down here, and that substitute is Lucy O'Kane, wearing number 17. So I'm not sure if somebody has picked up a knock somewhere, but she's ready to go. And limbering up down in front of us as the ball out round the centre. It's going to be picked up by Frizzell. Frizzell, quick offload out over the head there of the Magherafelt girl. Picked up now by Bethany Duffy up along the wing, but it's going to go out of play, and a sideline ball to Magherafelt. And do let us know, as I said, who you're supporting and where you're watching in from. Is it the Rossa girls from Magherafelt, or is it Owenbeg from Coleraine that you want to be seeing taking home the trophy? As Magherafelt coming driving through the centre, quick hands. Amy McGuckin again looking for Comer in at full forward. Comer just lets it drop it momentarily, but it's time to turn. She's not happy with the effort though, and it's the third wide of the day from Magherafelt. So almost 14 minutes gone already. 2 points apiece here in Owenbeg. And the kick out comes from Emily Brownhill. I'll run through the Magherafelt side. Nicola Martin in goals. Aideen Smiley, Niamh McGarry and Shannon McChrystal make up the full back line. Anya Young, Dervla McGuckin, the team captain, and Niamh Tohill, the half back line. Midfield pairing is Orla McAvoy and Breach Corrigan. Kate Higgins, Amy McGuckin and Sarah Hearn make up the half forward line, and the full forward line of Ellie McGuckin, Sinead Comer and Jeanette Slevin. And here comes Breach Corrigan now for Magherafelt. Plays it back out here looking for Amy McGuckin, but it's picked up there by Amy Tweed. But Magherafelt putting in the challenges, trying to win it back, but Owenbeg managed to find a way out, and it's the wing half back coming over here now, which is Bethany Duffy. But Bethany needs to get support, and she does so from the other wing half back, which is Sorka Duggan. Up along the line now for Caitlin Boylan. Good challenge coming in there from Dervla McGuckin. McGuckin wins it back from Magherafelt. Plays it inside now to Breach Corrigan. Corrigan inside to midfield partner. Now to Amy McGuckin. McGuckin gets away from the challenge. Was her arm pull? Referee says no. McGuckin still going. Gets her way out of trouble. Has her sister beside her, which is Ellie. Ellie could give it back to Amy. She does so. Back to Ellie again. Little 1-2s here between the two sisters. Ellie trying to work her way through. Gets it inside. An opportunity now inside for Slevin, but Slevin's effort goes to the wrong side and wide. Another wide from Magherafelt. But good play between the two McGuckin sisters, Amy and Ellie. And unfortunately, Jeanette Slevin's effort going to the wrong side of the post and wide, so it remains at 2 points apiece. And I think Sean Curran says that is water break time. So a lively opening 15 minutes of football. 2 points apiece in this intermediate decider, sponsored of course by Errigal. Coming to you live from Owenbeg with thanks to SVS Productions. Terence back at base and Hannah on camera tonight, live from Owenbeg. And of course the senior final down for decision next Saturday evening. We had the junior final last night. Now tonight it's all about this intermediate final, as both these teams look to get their hands on the intermediate title for the first time in the club's history. Junior that was held over from last year, earlier this year, but definitely a team with good young stars coming up. And of course that league success this year sees Magherafelt promoted to the top flight football for 2022. As the kick out now after the water break comes from Emily Brownhill, way over to the far side, but it's cut out there by Orla McAvoy. McAvoy cutting in along the end line. She may have fisted across, maybe a goal chance in here, and there is a goal chance, but the referee says square ball. And it's going to be disallowed. She was standing out come 11 to gather possession. Fizelle coming out here for Coleraine. Lightning speed and drive in here. Trying to go between two players. No way through. Has to offload it though, and then she tries to go through two players as well. Did the midfielder there, which was Anna Morrison, but Magherafelt closing the doors. Not letting her through, and that's good defending there. Getting out in front, the cornerback, 18 Smiley. Way over on the far side of Owenbeg. As to drive the ball forward here. And racing after this one is the fullback here, Amy Tweed, who gathers possession. And she releases the ball back out to Anna Fizelle, her team. Further on over here to Magherafelt, 8th minute, when Caitlin Boylan levelled up matters for Owenroe. So scores few and far between, but still some good passages of football in this intermediate decider. The ball's played into the centre to McAvoy. McAvoy plays it back out again to Amy McGuckin. McGuckin looking into the corner for Sinead Comer, but there's going to be too much on that. She's overcooked the pass, and that will go down as a 5th wide for Magherafelt. They'll be disappointed with that ball in there into the corner, giving Sinead Comer no chance with that one. And they could do with another football down at the roadside goals here of Owenbeg, as the goalkeeper Brownhill had to run away over into the far corner to gather the O'Neills before she can now kick this one out. And we may have lost coverage there momentarily. Hopefully we will be back very soon. The ball dropping down here is picked up though by the wing half forward Sarah Hearn. Hearn gives up inside and an opportunity for the midfielder, but she goes to ground under the challenge, and Owenroe have turned that one over. And they're driving out of defence now. Over here looking for Boylan, but a good hand in there now from Dervla McGuckin. McGuckin gives it inside to Ellie McGuckin. No relation as the effort comes in, but this one tails out on wide from her sister Amy. That's Ellie's sister. And out to the wrong side and wide of the target. And hopefully we will have the pictures back. I think we may just have lost connection. So a kick out coming here from Emily Brownhill. Over to this side here, but that will be intercepted by Jeanette Slevin. She couldn't take it, but Sarah Hearn could. She gives it now to Kate Higgins, going across the field though, has to turn and come back, gives it to Hearn. Hearn for the back out here now to the midfielder, which is McAvoy, back to Kate Higgins, now out here to the wing half back here, Anya Young coming forward. Now back to Higgins again, Higgins into the centre to Hearn, but she's given in there to Ellie McGuckin, but Ellie McGuckin could be crowded out, and she is. There was no way through for McGuckin as Coleraine crowded her out, so it's going to be a free to Owenroe. And it's taken from the full back Tweed, way over to the far side. And coming forward now is Eve Lundy. Through the centre is Lundy. Almost lost possession there, but she got it away now to Louise McIntyre. McIntyre's effort into the corner, but can she keep it in play? The corner forward there. She did well to keep it in play if she has, but no, the umpire says it's just drifted out. It was Shauna Doherty that come across there, but it's going to go down as a second wide for Owenroe instead. So thankfully we have the pictures back again. Missed nothing. Still 2 points apiece here in Owenbeg. As I said, 8 minutes was on the 8th minute of the game was our last score, when Owenroe levelled it up at 2 points apiece. The kick out collected there by Kate Higgins. Plays it off then to our team captain, Derry McGuckin. Now for Orla McAvoy. McAvoy, quick hands then to her other midfielder, but she just couldn't take it first time, but she gets it back to McAvoy again. Good pass from McAvoy up along the wing, just over the head of the corner back there, which was Brona McGonigal. Racing after it now is Sinead Comer. Comer bends her back, gathers possession, but then she tried to fist it to the player coming out there, which I think was Jeanette Slevin. But Slevin just not on the same reading as Comer, so that's going to go down as another wide instead for Magherafelt. So 24 minutes almost gone. Take the water break out of that, of course. At least 2 minutes for the water break. The kick out looking for Anna Fasel. She got a strong hand to it, knocked it down for herself. Great play from the team captain and the county senior star. But the good block there from the other team captain, which is Dervla McGuckin. The two number sixes, of course, the captains. Now into Jeanette Slevin, who had the ball in the back of the net but was ruled out for square ball. Now with Kate Higgins. Higgins finds a little bit of space here for Orla McAvoy. McAvoy with the effort coming in, but it's poor shooting from Magherafelt. And that's our 7th wide of the game. And will they be left to rue those missed chances, because they're beginning to dominate. They're beginning to have a lot more of the possession, as Owenroe struggling to get the ball out of their own half at the moment, as they're being pinned back here by Magherafelt, but they're not making a count on the scoreboard. So Brownhill with the kick out for Owenroe. Of course, both of these sides will meet next weekend in the men's senior football championship last 16 encounter. So who will win the first encounter between the two clubs? And then we'll see the two of them come face to face next weekend in the men. Coming forward is Kate Higgins. Higgins is going to have a go herself, but this one again goes to the wrong side and wide. Another wide for Magherafelt. It hasn't been a good day for Owenroe here in Owenbeg so far. They lost the hurling at the hands of Swatra, so they'll be hoping to get the upper hand in this one for their second game of the afternoon. As the kick out from Brownhill away over to the far side, making a lot of work there for the wing half back, who just keeps it in play, but it's not crossed the 20-metre line, so it's going to be a free in to Magherafelt, as the kick out must cross the 20-metre line. And in fairness to Bethany Duffy, there's nothing she could do when it didn't cross. So a free to Ellie McGuckin and to Magherafelt. She plays it short and takes the return there from Orla McAvoy. It's a dangerous ball across the area. It's going to take a wicket bounce, though. Can they keep it in play? They can. It was well hit back out here. An opportunity now turning in this one is Amy McGuckin. Her second point of the day turns quickly over her shoulder, and we have a point to put Magherafelt back in front on 26 minutes. So that's the first score since the 8th minute of the game, and Magherafelt are back in front with Amy McGuckin's second point of the day. Kick out coming from Brownhill, looking for Anna Fasel, under pressure though, and being held off the ball there by Jeanette Slevin. Back out to McGuckin again. Was she caught? The referee says yes, she was. Her ankle, I think it was accidental, but she was still caught. So Amy McGuckin, part of the county senior panel as well, along with her sister Ellie this year. So Amy just making sure her county senior pal Anna Fasel is okay as well, and both of them. So good sportsmanship from the two county players. So it's Ellie with the free, and that's beautifully struck from Ellie McGuckin to extend the lead for Magherafelt following the foul on her sister. So 4 points to 2. 27 minutes gone in this opening half. The kick out coming from Emily Brownhill again. When she looked for Anna Fasel again, she's looking out the wing. She does, plays it out here, and done well to win it. And as Amy McGuckin's challenge come in there, could well have been the full forward Louise McIntyre that seemed to come for that one. Let's wait to see when she gets back. And if no, it was the midfielder. Apologies. Anna Morrison was the one that made the run across for that kick out and wins Owenroe a free, who find themselves 2 points adrift again. And it plays it short there, back to the midfielder. Now it's with Caitlin Boylan, who can run with the ball. She's put under pressure by Dervla McGuckin though. Goes to ground under the challenge. Just a wee solo, then gives it back again to Morrison. Morrison offloads it there to Eve Lundy. Lundy going at speed through the centre, but the challenge comes in, was enough to knock the ball away, but Lundy done well to hold possession. Now to Louise McIntyre. McIntyre spots the player out in the wing in a little bit of space, which is Shauna Doherty. Doherty trying to get her way through, but her way is blocked. Coming round the back to help her out though was the midfielder. Now it's with McIntyre again, but she's way out in the wing, needs to try and work her way through. She got the little toe poke through. Here's an opportunity. That was a great ball in, and a chance maybe for Owenroe, and she was pulled back there. Was the corner forward Shauna Doherty. So this is an opportunity for Owenroe to reduce the deficit to the minimum, with half-time approaching here in Owenbeg in this Errigal Intermediate Championship final. Of course, the winners of this will go on to represent Derry in the Junior Ulster Championship. Of course, the senior winners in Derry go into the intermediate grade at Ulster. So the intermediate winners will drop to the junior grade when it comes to the Ulster campaign. So who will be flying the Derry flag in the Ulster Club Junior Championship? At the moment, Magherafelt just with that 2 point advantage, but that's going to be cut to 1 when Louise McIntyre puts this one between the posts, which she does with her free. And that's Louise's second point of the day. So it's back to a 1 point game in this evenly contested affair as we enter the 30th minute of the game. But we will have the water break to come out of that of about 2 minutes. And can Owenroe, like they had done before from a 2 point deficit, come back to level? They're in possession with the team captain Anna Fazell. Spreads it over to this side to Morrison. Back to Fazell again. Fazell coming through the centre. This would be a super point, but she's disappointed with the effort. Out to the wrong side and wide. 3 wides for Coleraine. But Magherafelt have been disappointing in their shooting. They have 8 wides to their name already. They've dominated since the water break, have Magherafelt. So the kick out coming now from Nicola Martin through the centre. Kate Higgins gets a hand to it, knocks it down to Dervla McGuckin. McGuckin to Orla McAvoy, who has been on a lot of ball in this opening half. Gives it back again to the team captain McGuckin. Up along the wing, looking for the run there of Jeanette Slevin. Can Slevin keep it in play? That's very close to the sideline. Ball out over the sideline. Who did it last come off? The umpire is pointing that it come off Slevin. So it's going to be an Owenroe sideline ball just outside their own 20-metre line. Plays it into the centre now to Cara McLaughlin. McLaughlin gives it off, but she gives possession away, and Magherafelt have it back again. The Rossa girls. Amy McGuckin across the centre to Dervla McGuckin. Now coming from deep is Magherafelt. In looking for Sarah Hearn. Sarah Hearn just using a little bit of soccer skills to shield the ball and gather possession. Gives it back out now to Sinead Comer. Across the field from Comer. Well gathered there by Kate Higgins. Higgins, quick offload from Higgins there to Amy McGuckin. Looking for a 3rd point of the day. Not on this occasion, as a straight down the throat. And gathered there by Anna Fazell, the team captain for Owenroe. Coming soloing out of defence. Anna still going, driving out of defence. Plays a good ball into space. Looking for Louise McIntyre. Holds off her player and is gathered there by Eve Lundy. Lundy tackled though by Niamh Tohal. Tries to get away from Tohal. Gets a little bit of space, but Tohal getting back at her. Lundy goes between two, goes down under the challenge, and the referee says that it's a free in. So an opportunity for Owenroe to level it up with Louise McIntyre. 2 points to her name already. And this, a chance for the Tyrone girl, the native of County Tyrone, to level it up here just before half time. And it's dropped short into the hands of the goalkeeper. Loses possession, but it's picked up by the cornerback Shannon McChrystal as they work their way out Magherafelt. So Louise will be disappointed with that, and the referee calls a halt to half time. So it's advantage to Magherafelt by the narrowest of margins. But Coleraine had the opportunity on the stroke of half time to level it up. But it's Magherafelt. It's a low-scoring affair, but this one is evenly poised and right to the wire, you would expect. Don't go anywhere. The second half coming to you live from Owenbeg, with thanks to SBS Productions and Derry LGFA. It's half-time in Owenbeg in this Errigal Intermediate Football Championship final. It's O'Donovan, Rossa, Magherafelt, 4 points. Owenroe from Coleraine, 3 points. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back very shortly. You're welcome back. Second half just on the way. One change to Own Row at half time. They said number 17 Lucy O'Kane was warming up when she's in for Bethany Duffy. And here come Magherafelt with Ellie McGuckin looking to extend their advantage. Gives it to her sister Amy for the fist pass out here now to the full forward Sinead Comer. Comer back to Ellie McGuckin again. McGuckin's effort. Is it going to creep inside? It's going to drop short. Knocked down there. And the goalkeeper's took her eye off it. And it's into the back of the net. A goal for Magherafelt. It may have come off the defender, but in there too was Sarah Hearn. So I'm not sure if Hearn got the touch or was it the defender, but it's in the back of the net. The effort coming in from Ellie McGuckin took a deflection. Sarah Hearn was in there, so too was the defender, and it crept past the goalkeeper. So Magherafelt with the perfect start to the second half to lead 1-4 to 3 points. The dream start for them, the start they were looking for. And here they come again, buoyed on by that goal. Looking to drive this one home as Hearn comes through, and Hearn is fouled. So a free in. And a chance to extend the lead out further. McGuckin, Ellie with the effort, and Ellie McGuckin with her second point of the day. The one just before half time, and now that one from the free to extend the lead out to 1-5 to 3 points. Now the questions are being asked of Own Row, but buoyed on by that start is Magherafelt, but they've give possession away there, and Own Row the ball out over the sideline ball, and it's the cornerback that was battling there, which was Brona McGonigal, and it's going to be through up here, is it? A little bit of afters there from McGonigal, and I think the linesperson spotted it, and it's going to be through up now for that little bit of afters. So the ball is knocked down and it's picked up by Amy McGuckin. Offloads it now to Kate Higgins. Higgins driving at the Own Row defence. Higgins fisted inside. An opportunity here for Sinead Comers, and the acute angle Comers' effort across the front of the goal though, and it will go down as a 9th wide for Magherafelt. 8 in the first half, but they've really started this second half in lightning fashion. And do let us know if you're tuned in, if you want a shout out. We'll do our best to give you it. As they turn it over again, and a chance in here for Sinead Comer. Quick offload from Comer. An opportunity here. A high challenge. Referee might play the advantage. There's a goal chance here, and it's another goal. Plays the advantage, and it's a goal. Jeanette Slevin with the second goal of the game, and it's a dream start to the second half for Magherafelt as they take control of this intermediate decider. Jeanette Slevin low past the goalkeeper Emily Brownhill, and it's a second goal for Magherafelt in quick succession at the start of the second half to take total control. Ellie McGuckin in possession, gives it inside to Kate Higgins. Higgins looks for support, finds it now with Amy McGuckin. McGuckin, was she caught high? Referee says no, and she gets back on her feet. Plays it over to this side now. An opportunity here, but the effort from Sinead Comer drifts to the wrong side and wide of the target. 2-5 to 3 points. 2 goals on a point without reply for Magherafelt in this second half. I saw the Rossa girls take total control of this game. They kick out way over to the far side, but the race is won by Orla McAvoy. Plays it inside to Sinead Comer, but tracking back there is Anna Fazell as she tries to lift her troops, as they're really on the back foot, and they must find something now, but they must try and get the ball up the other end of the field, but they're not going to do it like that. Waiting on the ball was Caitlin Boylan, but in like a shot with the Magherafelt girl to win it back. And here now is a chance for Ellie McGuckin. McGuckin with the opportunity, dropping short, going to take a wicked bounce though, but the goalkeeper read it well there, was Brownhill, because it was a difficult one to take, and it's away over to the far side. Amy McGuckin goes after this one. Amy gathers possession, got help inside her, and she uses her, and that there's Breach Corrigan inside, but the referee spotted enough the ball tackle over there, and it was Amy McGuckin that was involved to give away the free right in front of the linesperson over there, which is Damien Harkin. So it's going to be a free out to Own Row. who need to find something quickly to get back into this contest. As they get the ball up and try and work their way out of defence, but they're put under severe pressure. Anna Fazell, though, will drive from defence at every opportunity she can get, but will need a lot of help as they try to work their way up. They're getting there. They're inside the Magherafelt half, but as they do that, in with the hand is Dervla McGuckin to win it back from Magherafelt. Outsider is Sinead Comer, but her pass goes astray and is picked up there. Coming forward was Amy Tweed, the fullback that intercepted that one, but back at the other end is Orla McAvoy to win it back from Magherafelt. As they pass the ball through the hands, Kate Higgins in possession. 3 Own Row girls descend on her, but she still goes. Was she pulled back? Referee says no. Gives it to Sinead Comer. Inside now to the midfielder Corrigan, Breach Corrigan, who has fouled. A high challenge as the referee signals. So a free. Taken from Amy McGuckin to Sinead Comer. McGuckin into the corner, spotted the run of Sarah Hearn. Hearn turns, tries to run at the defence, leaves the ball behind her, time to pick it up again, gives it back out, looking for Ellie McGuckin, gathers possession, plays it inside, and a chance now for Breach Corrigan, waits for Orla McAvoy to come onto it. Excellent in the opening half, gives it now to Kate Higgins. Higgins picks out Amy's fist pass into the centre though. I was going to say it didn't find its intended target, but has found her sister Ellie, but she is overcarried. There was no way through. She was crowded out by the Own Row girls, who win possession back, but they've given it away as quick as they've got it. Give it straight to Sarah Hearn. Inside now to Breach Corrigan. Corrigan with a chance, gives it off to Ellie McGuckin. McGuckin gets plenty of height in it. Has she got the direction? Comes back off the upright, and waiting for it is Amy McGuckin. Amy McGuckin might have goal on her mind. She does. A third goal. Amy McGuckin with the goal. And it's 3 goals at the start of the second half. Has saw the Rossa girls take total control of this contest. We've only played 8 minutes of it, and they're in total control now. 3 goals at the start of the second half. And here they come yet again. Laid absolute siege on the Own Row goal in the second half. Ball into the corner to Jeanette Slevin. Slevin's ball across the area. Picks out over on the far side Ellie McGuckin. McGuckin gets the effort away, but it's gone to the wrong side and wide. She felt she was fouled, but Sean Corn says, not on this occasion, Ellie. But Own Row, winners of the junior title last year, in deep trouble here in this intermediate final. Magherafelt losing out in the intermediate final back in 2019, and looking to go one better this year, and are very much in control at the moment. Here's Anna Fazell driving through the centre for Own Row. The team captain, but a wonderful tackle in there from her opposite captain Dervla McGuckin to win it back from Magherafelt. Forward now to Sarah Hearn. Hearn sidesteps the challenge. Fists it forward now, looking for Breach Corrigan. Corrigan gathers possession. Under pressure though. Gets it away back to Sarah Hearn. Hearn sidesteps that challenge. Plays a great ball into the corner. Spotted the run of Sinead Comer. Comer has time, but coming across is the Own Row girl, but she sidesteps that and gets the effort away. That's a great point inside the post from Sinead Comer, the full forward, for her second of the day, to extend the lead out to 3-6 to 3 points. And really, it's one-way traffic since the sides are resumed at half-time. Ball out, dropping round the centre. Picked up by Dervla McGurk, but the challenge comes in there from Eve Lundy to win it back. Good battling from Lundy. Lundy picks up that loose ball, looks to get support, but there's so many players around her. Does manage to get away from it. Toe pokes it forward into space. Now there's an opportunity for Lucy O'Kane. Lucy O'Kane going through the centre. Still going is O'Kane. Might take our point. It's dropping, and it's dropped over the bar. Lucy O'Kane, the substitute, with a very important score for the Own Row girls. the first score of the second half to reduce the deficit, but they need to keep the ball up here now if they're going to get back into this contest. Kick out coming from Nicola Martin. Dropped into the centre and picked up by the full back knee, Magherafelt. Magherafelt trying to go past the challenge there of Caitlin Boylan. Own row trying their best to turn it over, but Dervla McGuckin races into the own row half of the field and plays the ball into the corner, but it's going to be read by the midfielder here, Cara McLaughlin. Put under pressure from Jeanette Slevin. Manages to get the ball back there, and Slevin has turned it over for Magherafelt. Slevin put under pressure by two own row players, but does get it back to Amy McGuckin. McGuckin's effort is dropping short in there. The ball's broken down. Who's quickest to react to it? It's the midfielder, Anna Morrison, for own row. And the referee's whistle has sounded because there's an own row player down, injured. So the referee just stopping play. Play will resume with possession to the Coleraine girls, who trail by 3-6 to 4 points. Hit with sucker punches at the start of the second half. 3 goals. The first one, unsure if Sarah Hearn got the final touch or was it a defender from Ellie McGuckin's delivery in round the square. The second goal was definitely Jeanette Slevin, and the third one coming from Amy McGuckin to give them a commanding advantage here. As there's a change on the own row side, as the goalkeeper has changed. So in goes Aoife Reynolds, and coming off is the goalkeeper Emily Brownhill. We'll just confirm who the goalkeeper is that has gone on. We're just trying to find out for definite who that is. But here's a chance for Jeanette Slevin, trying to work her way through, but it's great defending from own row, but she gets the effort away, but the referee says you've taken too much out of the ball. So Mal McMullen from the Derry post is going to find out for definite who the goalkeeper is that has gone on for own row. We're taking it was number 16, but we're not sure, so we will find out for definite. But here coming forward as Mal comes back to let me know who the goalkeeper was that has gone in. Indeed, it is number 23, Megan Coyles. So Megan Coyles is in between the posts for own row. There's the ball forward here. Own row need to find a goal, but that's great defending back there from Aideen Smiley to win it back. But has she give possession away? Yes, she has. They've won it back again as through the full forward. Louise McIntyre. McIntyre's ball into the corner, picked up there by Shauna Doherty. Doherty tries to work her way through, but there's not much room in there in that defence by Magherafelt, who are closing them off. Back to Doherty again. Doherty done the dummy pass there, and Doherty gets the effort away. That's a great point from Doherty. Shauna Doherty with a point. It's 2 in a row for own row, but they need to keep that going if they're going to get themselves back into this game, and maybe need to raise the green flag if they're going to get back into it. Hello to John McKee, who's tuned in watching. Hopefully you're enjoying it, Sean. John, some good football. And at the moment, it's Magherafelt in control, but own row aren't going to give up. Here's McIntyre coming forward again. Looks to get support. Coming from behind her is Caitlin Boylan. Boylan's effort comes in, but it's going to bounce in front of the goalkeeper, who read it well. Stayed on her line, waiting for the bounce. Nicola Martin gathers possession for Magherafelt. Coming up the far side, looking for Orla McAvoy, but the pass not going to hand. Skids off the surface and out over the far sideline for a sideline ball to the Coleraine girls. 3-6 to 5 points. Now Donovan Rossa with the advantage, with almost coming up on the second water break, and a water break that own row would need to just settle themselves down again, to get themselves back into this contest as they try to come forward here, and the whistle sounds. It's going to be a free in and a chance maybe to hit 3 points in a row as they try to edge themselves back into the contest. They'll not give up, that's for sure. They'll keep battling to the end. They found themselves 6 points adrift at the hands of Limavady in the semi-final in the early stages, and they come back to win that one quite comfortably. And when these sides met in the 2018 final, it was Magherafelt that came from 8 points down at one stage to win it. So could it be reversed this time? But Louise McIntyre's effort goes to the wrong side of the post and wide from that free. So Coleraine looking to do what Magherafelt did on them in the junior final back in 2018, to try and turn around the deficit that they face at the moment, which is a 10-point deficit. 3-6 to 5 points. And the umpire just doing a few running repairs there to Derry McGuckin, the team captain for Magherafelt, looking to gather silverware for the second successive weekend for her. She was the captain of the Camogie side last weekend that won the junior Camogie title here in Derry. Now she's looking to collect the intermediate title for the lady footballers of Magherafelt as well. And at the moment they're in control. Anna Morrison though with the free over to Louise McIntyre. Tracked over there but gives it back inside to Morrison. Morrison's effort coming in, but this is another one that drifts to the wrong side and wide. When they can't afford those wides, can Owenbeg, as they're on the back foot in this second half, hit with those 3 early goals in the second half that has really knocked them back. There's only a point separated them at the break. Short kick out here, picked up by Niamh Tohal. Tohal fists it inside. There to pick it up is the centre half forward. Amy McGuckin has been excellent for Owenbeg, but that's a good block down there from the midfielder, but it might work out for the corner back there, which was Shannon McChrystal. Did enough to win it back from Magherafelt. Now it's Amy McGuckin again. Amy just kicks it forward, but it's into no man's land, and Anna Fazell runs onto that one. Plays a 1-2 there with Nisha Kennedy. Fazell back in possession, plays it over into the corner, and it's a good pass in there as well. Picks out Shauna Doherty. Doherty bearing in a goal. Might be thinking of a goal, gets the effort away, but didn't curl enough for her, and has pulled it to the near post and wide. And that's 3 wides in a row for Owenbeg. Magherafelt struggled in that first half to score into those goals as well. They shot 8 wides as Sean Curran from Faughanvale calls a halt as they head for the water break, with Magherafelt in control. 3-6 to 5 points. Those quick fire goals at the start of the second half, whatever was said by the team management of Peter Young, Elaine Black and Gary O'Loughlin at half time, fired up the Magherafelt girls as they come out in the second half to take control of this game. So a lot of words now from Marty McGonigal and Anne Morrison to say to these Coleraine girls to get them lifted as they try to turn this deficit down around in the final quarter. 10 points adrift at the moment, so they need to find something from somewhere to turn it right around. It's been an excellent opening or quarter to the second half from Magherafelt. Amy McGuckin has been very much involved in everything that Magherafelt have done well. And she's Orla McAvoy at the centre of the park. And then with Dervla McGuckin at centre half back, guarding the defence and winning the ball back and turning it over. It's been enough, but Peter Young down there in the middle of them gives a stern words to them. You think they were still 10 points down. He's making sure they don't drop their guard and keep going. As Owenbeg manager in there is Marty McGonigal to keep going despite that scoreboard that's in your picture reading between the sides. In this Errigal Intermediate Football Championship final, live from Owenbeg Centre of Excellence, with thanks to SBS Productions. Again, thanks to Terence in bass and Hannah on camera here, bringing you this live game with thanks to Derry LGFA. Live from Owenbeg, this beautiful night for football on the 2nd of October, as the lights beam down here on this excellent facility in front of a nice sizable crowd here in the seated stand. A couple of hardy souls on this chilly night over on the terrace side, as the play will resume with a kick out here for Nicola Martin, unbeaten in the championship as of yet. Kept a clean sheet in the semi-final against Claudia, and so far tonight she's kept a clean sheet as Kate Higgins comes forward here, put under pressure though, but a nice little toe poke forward here to Amy McGuckin, of course sister of Emmett. And the ball in, but it's picked up by the Owenbeg defence. Now with Anna Fazell, who fists a long ball forward here to Nisha Kennedy. Back in again to the full back, Amy Tweed coming forward. Good ball forward to Lucy O'Kane, the substitute. Scored a point already since introduced. Running at the defence. Good ball inside. There might be a goal chance on here. Coming through, but she juggled with the ball. just as she tried to work her way through with Circa Duggan. And it's read by the defence, but Circa's not give up. She's turned that one over, and it's picked up now by Louise McIntyre. Looks to get support, but the goal chance is gone at this stage. Out now to the midfielder, whose effort gets away, but it's gone to the wrong side and wide. But Sean Corn says that she was fouled as she kicked it, so it's going to be a free in to Owen Rowe. Circa Duggan, just unfortunate, the ball just getting away from her there as she tried to break through the defence. Magherafelt picking up the loose ball, but in fairness to Duggan, she battled to win it back, and they've earned themselves a free and a chance for McIntyre, who's hit 2 points already, to reduce the deficit ever so slightly as she comes forward to take the free, but she's going to wait because one of her own teammates is tying her lace at the moment. I'm sure she's just going to tap the ball over the bar. Don't think she'll go for a goal from here. It's early stages, there's still plenty of time for her. So the Tyrone native playing her football, of course, now for Owen Rowe, with the chance from the free, and she makes no mistake. There's Louise McIntyre for her third of the evening. She got a goal in the semi. They need a goal now from her to get back into this. Somehow they must try and find holes in that Magherafelt defence to create those goal chances. As of yet, they haven't. The ball out to Orla McAvoy has put in an absolute Trojan amount of work this evening. The number 8, as she sidesteps the challenge, plays a great ball up the wing, but it's well cut out by the full-back Lucy. But again, McAvoy, it was the midfielder cut it out, Cara McLaughlin, but McAvoy was in there to pick up the ball. As Jeanette Slevin put under pressure, McAvoy comes around the back to take it off her and plays a good ball over the far wing. Cutting inside is Kate Higgins, gets away from the challenge. Referee playing the advantage. Higgins going through the centre, looking for support. Might take it herself. Does Higgins? Gets the effort away, but it's gone tailing out to the wrong side of the post. And Kate will be disappointed with that one. Amy Moore saying, come on, the Rossa girls. And so far, so good, Amy. They're doing the business here in Owenbeg and look to be on their way to the intermediate title. And of course, will go on to represent Derry in the Junior Championship later in the year in the Ulster campaign. Now in possession is Caitlin Boylan. Boylan, though, put under severe pressure. Wonderful tackle again from Derbla McGuckin. McGuckin to Ellie. McGuckin. Now Ellie gives it to her sister Amy. Amy's got help outside her, and inside making the run is Sinead Comer. Good save from the goalkeeper Megan Coyles. Palms it over the bar. It's a point for Sinead Comer, but a good save from the substitute goalkeeper there, from Megan Coyles, to palm that one over the bar and stop a fourth goal for Magherafelt. So 3-7-6. Magherafelt trying to keep that one, or letting it go out to win the sideline ball. Ball in again to Amy. Amy McGuckin drops the ball, puts the toe pokes it forward, looking for Niamh Tohol. Tohol gathers possession, needs to get support. Coming around is Breach Corrigan, but she's under severe pressure here, and it's good defending there from Owen Rowe, but gets it back out again. And inside now to Ellie McGuckin. McGuckin looked to pass it, but there was nobody available. Gives it inside to Breach Corrigan. Tries to get away from the challenge. Referee playing the advantage. No advantage, so it's going to be a free in. And a chance for the Rossa girls to extend the advantage out. And a chance for Ellie McGuckin to do that. So Ellie come on as a substitute last week in the Camogie Junior Final. Victory over Greenlaw. So it's been a good week for a number of these Magherafelt girls. And Ellie makes no mistake with a free. And speaking, of course, of Camogie, Owen Rowe will be involved in the intermediate Camogie final next weekend, and a number of those girls will be looking to lift their heads and bounce back from this disappointing evening that is going to looking like it, unless they can turn something in the last 10 minutes or so and turn this one around. But at the moment it's looking very much like Magherafelt are going to go all the way to the title and add this to the junior title, the one back in 2018, beating Owen Rowe in that final. And coming on here is number 16, Aoife Reynolds, a Monaghan girl, played her football for Duhamlet, raised and reared in Aniala, of course, my home county. So Aoife is in to the Own Row side. Now very much a Derry girl living up in Coleraine, playing for Own Row. And the player coming off is Caitlin Boylan. So Caitlin Boylan comes off the Own Row side. And the ball forward into the corner. Picked up there by Shauna Doherty. Own Row, in fairness to them, are not going to give this one up lightly. They're going to keep battling, but Magherafelt have got so many bodies back there and closing off all the avenues and getting the hands in to disrupt the passage of play. Back out to Louise McIntyre. McIntyre's ball in, and that's a good ball into the corner, trying to work a way around, but there's no way past Dervla McGuckin there. The effort coming across here might be an opportunity up there, and the ball could be pulled on by Louise McIntyre, but she can only pull it out, and it's out for a 45. It took a deflection, says the umpire. Out. And out for a 45. With almost 25 minutes on the clock. And taking the water break out of that, we've about 7 minutes or so of playing time, plus whatever the addition that Sean Curran will add on. But it's now goals or nothing, you would feel, for Own Row, who trail by 3-8 to 6 points. There was only a point between them at half time, but the second half has belonged to Magherafelt with those three quick fire goals at the start of the second half. Ball broken down, and it's picked up by Magherafelt again. They seem to have the bodies in the right place, and clearing our lines is Aideen Smiley over to the far side to Breach Corrigan. Then Magherafelt will try and run down as much time and hold possession, and coming on that run again from deep is Kate Higgins. Gives it over here now to Anya Young. No hurry to drive the ball forward. Gets a roar there from Dervla McGuckin, but a good hand in from Lucy O'Kane. Gets the jersey tug. Referee playing the advantage. No advantage, of course. It's going back for the little tug on the jersey. So it will be a free to Own Row, and Louise McIntyre looks across to the sideline to see what should I do. She plays it forward to Lucy O'Kane. Has been lively since introduced. Hit the point. She's going for a second as Lucy. She looks happy with it, and she is happy. And Lucy will be wondering, why did I not start? Because she's hit 2 points since being introduced at half time, and 2 good points at that. But now they must be thinking, we have to try and create a goal chance. And it looks like Magherafelt are about to make a treble change, as the ball is won by Kate Higgins again. Again, another outstanding performance from Higgins as she keeps battling there. The loose ball is picked up by Magherafelt. They always have somebody there in support. Now with Niamh Tohal put under pressure though, but coming behind her is Aideen Smiley back to Tohal again, but the referee says it's a free. And now we're going to have the treble substitutes for Magherafelt, 17, 18 and 20. So coming in is Siobhan Comer, or maybe it's just one at the present moment. Siobhan Comer is in, and Ellie McGuckin is coming off. And coming in also will be, Niamh McGuckin is in for Ellie. So Niamh McGuckin, sister of the team captain Dervla, and then later on we will have Siobhan and Annie Kilpatrick, who are just waiting in the wings to come on. I think there's just not making the three of them at the one time. We'll just slow it down and we'll stop play again to make the rest of them from Magherafelt. Good games management from the management team. So it's a free to Amy McGuckin, who has been superb. Plays it into the centre to a girl that has put in a lot of work as well. It's Kate Higgins coming forward again. Has got support with Breach, but gives it inside instead to Anya Young. Anya Young put under pressure there from Lucy O'Kane. Good defending from O'Kane, gets the hand in, but the referee says that she just tugged her back. And she may just slow it down a little bit here as Amy McGuckin, in no rush at all, comes out. So next player in will be Siobhan Comer, sister of Sinead, who's operating at full forward, is about to come in for Magherafelt at the next stoppage in play, you would feel. In possession now is Amy McGuckin. Or it wasn't Amy, sorry, it was Orla McAvoy. Now it's with Amy McGuckin. Tries to spread it across to the other side, but the defender gathers possession there for Own Row. Now it's out, but that's well intercepted by Jeanette Slevin. Now to Amy McGuckin, but her pass into the corner goes astray, but it's given back out here now to Jeanette Slevin again. Slevin wins a free, spreads it across to the other side. Devlin, or the full forward up there, Sinead Comer. Comer with the effort, but it's out to the wing, picked up here by Sarah Hearn. Hearn back out here now to the substitute that come on, Niamh McGuckin, back out to Amy McGuckin, spreads it away over to the far side, spotted the player unmarked over there, and a chance in here, and the opportunity for Kate Higgins dropped short into the hands of Megan Coyles, the substitute goalkeeper. And O'Roe, but they're deep in defence. They need the ball up the other end of the field, and they need to be rattling the net if they're going to have any hope of adding the intermediate title to the junior crown they won last year, but not on this occasion, because here come Magherafelt again, the effort coming in, and it's dropped and shepherded out, and a few O's from the crowd because they felt that one might have dropped in to the net, but goalkeeper Megan Coyles had it well under control and knew it was dropping to the wrong side of the post and wide, and there's a player down, and it's Sinead Comer that is receiving treatment, and there's a substitute in there, and that substitute is Siobhan Comer. And the question is, who's coming off? I think it's Sarah Hearn that is coming off the field. Sarah makes her way over, but so too does Jeanette Slevin. It's Jeanette that's coming off. Sarah's told to go back on. Maybe Sarah will be the next one, because Annie, Kilpatrick will be coming on from Magherafelt, who lead by 8 to 7 points. But O'Roe looking for a consolation score as they come forward again to try and work a way through, but Magherafelt are in no mood to give anything away as they try and clear their lines again, and do so with the centre half back, I think it is up there, which was McGuckin. She takes the return again and drives it long. It may well have been McChrystal. It was McGuckin, Dervla McGuckin, the centre half back, and she plays a good ball up to Niamh, her sister. Niamh put under pressure over there though. Niamh does manage to hold on. It's a good block from the O'Roe defender, but it still reaches the Magherafelt gear inside again. Magherafelt spread the ball away over here looking for Sinead Comer. Has to backtrack but has time. Gathers possession in the corner, trying to go on here. Zurka Duggan. It's an acute angle for Sinead Comer. It's a dangerous one across the goal as it drifts. Will it drift out wide, or will Anna Fazell just pick it up and gather possession? And O'Roe, I think, no, the time is against them as they struggle to get out of defence, put under severe pressure in the second half from Magherafelt. The ball up along the wing, going after it there is Brona McGonigal, the cornerback coming forward, gives it to Lucy O'Kane, the half-time substitute, come off the bench and has hit 2 points, gets this effort in, but this one tails out and wide. And now I think Annie Kilpatrick is about to come in, and it is indeed Sarah Hearn, who thought she was the last substitute, is now making her way off and has played a wonderful game. Still young, and of course picked up that bad injury in the under-16 Ulster Championship against Antrim that ruled her out for a number of games for the county and for club, but back again and playing as well as she was before that injury. So it's great to see Sarah back and playing a major part in this success. This is going to be the double now for Magherafelt, Division 2 league champions of course, making their way up to Division 1, and now they're going to be heading into the senior championship next year, winning this intermediate title to go with the junior they won back in 2018. So they're aside making inroads, and then of that wonderful success at underage, and now they've made the success at senior level again. They're intermediate champions for 2021, and deservedly so, with a stunning second half performance. It's the Rossa girls that are the Errigal intermediate football champions, and you see what it means to them out there. O'Roe can have no complaints. They played second fiddle for most of this game, and in particular in the second half, where Magherafelt took complete control with those 3 early goals in the second half. And it's Magherafelt that will go on to represent Derry in the Ulster Junior Championship later in the year. Disappointment for O'Roe. They lost out at the hands of the Rossa girls in the 2018 junior final, and again it's at the hands of the Rossa girls at the intermediate final. But Coleraine, who have only come up from junior, will learn from this, and I'm sure will bounce back next year. But it's Magherafelt that have been crowned intermediate champions. So don't go anywhere. The presentation is coming up, and hopefully we'll get a few words with some of the winning camp later on. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned as we wait the presentation of the cup to the winning captain, Dervla McGuckin, who lifted the Camogie Junior title last weekend from Magherafelt, and now, this weekend, she's getting her hands on the intermediate ladies football title from Magherafelt. So it's been a great week for Magherafelt. Junior Camogie champions last weekend, ladies intermediate champions this weekend. It's a double for the Rossa girls, adding this intermediate title to the Division 2 league title they won earlier in the year. So we just don't go anywhere. The presentation coming up very, very soon, and hopefully we'll get a couple of words with the winning camp.
On behalf of Derry Ladies Football, we'd just like to congratulate Magherafelt on a fantastic win. Magherafelt are the 2021 Errigal Intermediate Champions, and they will represent Derry in the Ulster Club Championship later this year. Commiserations to Coleraine, put up a super fight. Coleraine were crowned 2020 Junior Champions and did an amazing job to get to the final of the Intermediate in their first year. If we could just congratulate Owenbeg on a fantastic game, and if we could give them 3 cheers, please. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. I'd like to congratulate both teams and both sets of managers. I'd also like to thank our sponsor, Errigal, who've been with us for the last 2 seasons and have been fantastic supporters of the sport. I'd like to thank Derry GAA for their very generous hospitality for our championship finals and throughout the year. If we could, we'll start off proceedings with the player of the match. And tonight's Errigal Intermediate player of the match has been chosen as Magherafelt number 6, Eoghan. And if we could just have the Magherafelt captain forward. Oh, that was easy. And if we could just ask the Magherafelt girls just to come up one at a time, and your captain will hand out your medals. And we present the 2021 Errigal Intermediate Champions of the Rossa. Okay. Just want to thank Owenbeg for the facilities. Thanks to Sean and all the officials, the referee and everyone. Big thanks to Coleraine. We knew this was going to be tough coming out today, and we weren't wrong. Pushed it right to the last 15, so thank you, and a big round of applause for Coleraine. I want to thank all the supporters, both Magherafelt and Coleraine, all the supporters for coming out and making the effort. It's really good for ladies football to see so many supporters out, so thanks very much. And to the Rossa, the club, for the build-up all over the week. It was great to see. And to all the players that stand beside me, I'm so proud of every one of you. All the dual players, big shout out to you too, because we played a final last week as well. So, thank you.
And lastly, to our manager, so to Liam, Nicola for helping out. Well, really helping out in goal. And lastly to Peter Young, this is really for you, and Gary for all year. Thank you so much. It's went above and beyond. And especially for your halftime team talks, because we come out like a different team. Anne Boylan as well, didn't give you a shout out last week, but thank you. We really appreciate all your help. Thank you. That's everyone. Up the Rossa.
Welcome back to Owenbeg. Two delighted people stand in front of me. The team captain and player of the match, Derry McGuckin. Second week in a row she's been climbing the steps to lift the title, and Kate Higgins, of course, part of the winning side. I'm going to start with the team captain. Derry, how's it feel?
Unbelievable. Unreal. We actually at half time didn't know what way it was going to go, so I know we were up, but we were like, we can't let this slip away. So just to come out, I actually can't believe it, to come out the other side, it's unbelievable.
As dream starts go, the second half, dream start, 3 quick fire goals, and really there was no way back after that for Coleraine.
Yeah, it was like a wee sigh of relief nearly, although it never really felt that way on the pitch, even at the end it was like touch and go, but it gave us a wee bit of breathing space at least, yeah.
What was said at half time, Kate, because you've come out, you were probably the better team in the first half, you shot a lot of wides in the first half, but you were a point up, probably disappointed maybe just to be a point up, so the second half was a stunning performance.
Oh, absolutely. It's honestly, during the team talk, Peter Young, have to give a big shout out to him. He gets us to dig deep. We really did come out good in the second half, and we all supported each other throughout the whole game.
It caps off a fantastic year for yourself, of course. I know the 2020 finals was held over. You won an under-16 and a minor in the 1 week. You had disappointment, of course, in the under-18, under-19s, but you've won the Division 2 league title. You're up into Division 1. You have now won the intermediate. You're going on to represent Magherafelt in the Ulster Club Championship, and of course you won an Ulster title with Derry minor. So it's been a dream year, Kate.
Absolutely, I can say for myself, I've been flat out now since the end of May, right to now. Still have under 17 starting now in the next couple of weeks, so just straight back into it again, but I love it. So
you didn't look out of place out there in senior football, let me tell you. So how does it feel to be part of the senior panel at such a young age?
Well, this is my second year now, or maybe third year, and I love playing with these girls. It's a completely different game to the younger age group. It's just a lot quicker, a lot more physical, but I love it. I enjoy every bit of it, and playing seniors is amazing. I just love it, playing with these girls.
It looks like you enjoy it, and Derry, to see young players like this, the talent is coming through, the future is very bright for O'Donovan Rossa.
We really enjoyed it. Like, I think the younger players don't know how much we really do appreciate them coming on, and it's great to see them coming through. And I think we used to get nervous, coming up the age groups, nervous going on to matches, but you don't get it as much or as badly anymore because you can rely on them wee ones coming through. They're reliable as well coming up, so they're great, so talented.
Just finally for you, Derry, last week a Camogie junior title. You captained that side as well. I think you got player of the match, did you, in that game as well? So that's back-to-back player of the matches. That's something this girl has done this year already for an under-16s and minors, but that's dream stuff.
I know it is, it's class, but I get so nervous coming out because it's just more of not wanting to let the team down more than anything when you're going out there, but everyone's the same and it takes every single person. That's what we said at half time. It doesn't take half the team giving all your effort, it's everyone, so it's great to see everyone putting it in today.
Just finally, Kate, you go on to the Ulster Club campaign now. I'm sure you won't be happy just with this title. You will try and represent Derry at the very best.
Yes, obviously we'll hope to go on to try and win the Ulster, but as I say, we've a lot of age groups, but still we'll give it our all.
Yeah. Just finally, a word about the management.
Honestly, we couldn't have been here without them. They have been here since the start. Peter Young came along, was it a couple of years ago last year, and he's just absolutely changed his team around. He knows us inside out, he knows where to put us, and he just is a great manager, and same to Gary as well.
Derry and Kate, congratulations. I don't want to hold you back any longer. There's a bunch of girls down there wanting that trophy and want the celebrations to start. Well done and congratulations. Thank you.